dwnproductions.net. Masks, busts, props, and custom work. If you want something made, hit up dwnproductions.net. Fastcustomshirts.com. Hundreds of t-shirt designs, all at reasonable prices. And we do custom work too.
The Order.
Okay. So this one, the hit Jean-Claude Van Damme classic, The Order, aka Ernest Saves Israel. In this one, fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme plays Black Cat, and he goes around like stealing priceless artifacts and jewels and shit. And on his latest caper, he and his Middle Eastern friend are gonna go out and steal a bejeweled egg. These heists don't always work out, Joe. And his what's his nuts, his microchip. They say, "Hey, move the van, get out of here." Those are the cops saying that. So he leaves. JCVD, he gets out, I'm pretty sure. There was a pretty wacky fight scene, I think, in the egg stealing room, whatever the fuck you want to call that place. I remember that being kind of wacky. And then he meets up with some people to sell this egg. And unfortunately, this egg gets sat on or fell on or some shit. And the egg breaks, and what the fuck happens? His dad says, "Call me, you fuck. You never come over for spaghettis no more. Call from me." And I guess his dad's kidnapped or some shit.
Yeah. His dad has an old scroll. And it's we're explained at the beginning of the movie in a voiceover that there was this group of crusaders that decided, well, fuck this crusade. We're going to start our own little thing and quit killing people. And this is going to be comprised of everything. And the last scroll was missing. And how that factors into the movie later, I really don't fucking know.
Yeah, it wasn't it like I don't know. Shao Kahn's like, "Oh, we're gonna blow up all these Joe, first of all, let me say this. Hold on, this is important. Joe, this movie is more relevant today than when it was made. Do you know how important of a movie this is, Joe?
I do.
Sorry, I just had to get that out there. Continue.
Okay, so that cult is still around today. Brian,
like in real life.
Yeah, Brian Thompson is playing Jesus in this movie. He's got fucking the hair and the beard and shit, and he takes over the cult by blowing up the current cult member's car, and he has a plan to set in motion World War III by setting off a bomb during Ramadan or some shit.
Rodan.
Yeah. And, that's going to start the war, and then they'll be able to pick up the pieces, this cult, and they'll save humanity or something like that. Anyway, Jean-Claude goes to the fucking Holy Land. He meets some cop chick that she's also part of the cult, and everybody's stopping him from trying to find his dad, and he meets Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston is his dad's buddy, and they drive in a car for a little while, and Charlton Heston gets shot in the chest, and I don't know.
I didn't think these Middle Eastern people were so lewd, but this female cop had 3 buttons unbuttoned down on her shirt, and I was just confused on what the hell was going on, because I thought that was greatly shunned upon in those parts. I think if that was real life, Joe, they would throw rocks at her.
Probably, yeah, until she was dead. So they go into cave systems, and he's fighting. He has a big sword fight with Brian Thompson.
Well, we're missing the best part about this movie. You just you know, if you're gonna watch this movie, it's for one reason. It's fucking JCVD dresses up like a Hasidic Jew and then just starts getting into fights with fucking everybody. And when he's done getting into fights with everybody dressed as a Hasidic Jew, he takes a wrong turn. And then he's just automatically in like Muslim world. And everybody's looking at him like, I'm gonna throw so many fucking rocks at you, you fuck. And that whole scene or series of scenes is terrific. And I would recommend watching it just for that.
This movie, it plays like a comedy in a lot of things. It's trying to be like Indiana Jones,
It's an earnest movie.
fucking Ernest and Tomb Raider, and trying to be like the Da Vinci Code and shit. It's trying to do all this shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, and then you got this wacky ass fucking sword fight with JCVD and a potato sack fighting Shao Kahn. And I don't know, they're like in this treasure room.
Yeah.
And they're just swinging fucking swords at each other. Like, oh, this is what it is now. This is what it is. He doesn't fucking like stab him, do the splits and stab him through the fucking scrotum or something.
Mm.
They're just, you know, fantasy sword and sorcery. Just, I've never seen that before in a JCVD movie, Joe.
It's an odd one. It's pretty fucking odd. This, I guess, who is a production company? The Millennium Group, you know. And I've noticed that the ones that he did for them are very, very odd films.
Yeah, Millennium puts out weird shit. I can't remember like oh this one and this one, but I remember seeing that fucking logo a few times on like horror movies and shit. I want to say Dog Soldiers, but I don't think so. Because Dog Soldiers is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's a good movie. So yeah.
But I definitely remember seeing that on a few horror movies. Because when this first started, I was like, all right, Millennium, this is going to be pretty good. Oh, that Jew fucking karate shit was pretty sweet. But
A couple of redeeming moments, you know, but overall, it's just it's weird. You know, it's, I guess, watch it for the experience, because it is something different that he did here. But I'm not saying it's good.